What's up, everybody? Today's a beautiful day, and I am loving my shirt. Please let me know if you love it too. I'm sure you love it too, obviously. Look at it. So yellow. Happy Mother's Day to all of our sisters, our siblings, all of our female friends, all our female family members. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much for being who you are. Happy Mother's Day to our mothers. You are powerful people. You are strong. We appreciate you. I know we don't necessarily say it all the time. We don't show you how much we appreciate you. Happy Mother's Day to our wives, to our sisters. We love you very much. Today, I just want to tell you that you are very powerful people. You are the reason why we're here. I know you hear a lot of toxic stories about people saying how much they don't appreciate you, especially women that are single mothers. I know a lot of single mothers that are go through various issues, very difficulties. People say a lot of negative things about single mothers. I tend to make it sound like single mothers are necessarily promiscuous women, which is absolutely not truth. It's absurd, actually, to think that all single mothers are promiscuous. All single mothers necessarily made mistakes. They did not think before. First, we want to thank you for keeping those children, for keeping us. I know we don't necessarily say it very often, but you are very strong. Probably if you were not there, many of us will not be here. And I cannot begin thinking about occasions where maybe our fathers didn't want us to be born or felt like they were scared to have us as kids. But you made an effort to say, you know what, we can go through this, we can do this. And I'm sure a woman is much more power of decision when it comes to that, better than men. So thank you very much for being strong. We appreciate you. We appreciate the work that you're doing. Whether you're married or not, we appreciate you. We appreciate single moms that are working very hard within our community, doing your job, being a mother, being a father at the same time. It's not easy. Just so you know, from a brother, much appreciation. Thank you for being strong. And I can understand being a single mom comes with a lot of load of so many things, so much experience, not necessarily good ones, which is very unfortunate. But I do believe also that the most things you go through, the better person you can become. The stronger, definitely, you're going to become. But you make a choice whether you're going to be a stronger, good person or a stronger, not so good person. That's a choice that comes to you. But also, I'd like to participate within this opportunity to say, being a single mom is not easy, surely. And for those single moms that have opportunities to still be around their kid's father, just so you know, kids need their fathers. Okay, as much as I can understand, maybe you separated in a very negative way. It was so toxic, so destructive, so not nice. Just so you know, kids need their fathers. And you don't necessarily have to have a good relationship with them. But as long as you have some level of respect, I'm sure you can find a way to incorporate that person into that child's life. Because yes, boys need their dad, whether we like it or not. I know it's not necessarily nice things to hear, especially if you've gone through many things, many negative things together. But boys need their father because boys emulate their fathers. The bottom line is, when you look at a boy when he's a teenager, it becomes difficult. Surely like you and I have been in the past, right? We were difficult kids as teenagers. You look at a teenager when he's 16, 17 years old, it becomes difficult. Toward his mom, he doesn't necessarily listen. You ask him, please come do your homework. He's not interested. Please come shower and go. He's not interested. Please come back home on time. He comes back late and he still stands his ground. But when you look at his father, when his dad tells him, sit down, a teenager will sit down right away. Stand up, go to your room. Immediately, he's not going to budge. He's not going to try stand his ground or explain why he's not going to go to the bedroom. When his father tells him something, he's going to do it. So it is necessary to have a father presence. I understand many want to replace that with the father figure, saying, okay, my cousin can assume that responsibility. My brother can do it. Yeah, props to them. They surely can do a very good job. But I don't think they can ever do a good job as good as the father of the child. So if you have a good relationship, or if you can manage to create a good relationship with the father of your child, I think it's very necessary that you entertain that, you take care of that. You don't have to be lovey-lovey, you don't have to be all that. As long as there's a level of respect, your child needs his father. The bottom line is, when a child does not have a dad to look up to, he starts searching in the neighborhood. He starts looking for the next person that he can emulate. And unfortunately, if he finds the most prominent person in the neighborhood, the most acclaimed person in the neighborhood, who's a male figure that everybody tends to celebrate, he's going to try to copy that person. And God forbid that person is into negative things, is into drugs, is into obscure things. Yeah, this boy is probably going to try to become like this person. I remember as a child. Even though I had a father, I still looked up to some male figures thinking I want to be like this person. But very fortunate I was because my father was always there to try to bring me back to the line. Hey, don't do that all the time to try to get me back online. And that's very necessary. The reason why a boy needs his father is because a healthy father will tell him, even though me and your mother are not together anymore, look at the level of respect I still show her. Even though your mom and I are still not the way we used to be, this is how you treat a lady. And that's very important for his growth. By the time he becomes a man, he understands that there is a level of respect you need to provide, you need to give, that is imperative towards ladies, towards females, whether you're in good terms or not. And these are things you can mostly learn from your dad. Yes, you can find alternatives way. You can find an uncle to teach you these things. It may work, but it will never be at the same level as the teachings that you get from your father. It's never the same level. So again, we do appreciate really, really, very, very much what you guys do, the work that you are doing, the courage you have, devotion that you have. Being a single mother is not an easy thing. Again, I know many people tend to associate being a single mother to being promiscuous, which is absolutely absurd. I know some of you just were in love. You loved somebody dearly and he happened to be a shitty person. Some of you were married thinking this is going to be for the rest of your life, and you really involved yourself into this. You gave everything you had. You sacrificed so much into this just to be disappointed. It's not your fault. But yeah, I know. Today, people just look at you and go, oh, she's got 2 kids from 2 different men. But they don't understand what's actually happened. Who were these kind of people? Who were they? What type of human beings they were? People don't investigate that. People only are quick to judge and say, okay, she probably was not a nice person. That's why they left. She probably did not conduct herself in an appropriate way. That's the reason why she's single. That's not necessarily the truth. Doesn't really reflect what really happens within, that time frame. So again, props to you. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you for the tremendous work that you're doing. I also feel like I need to tell you that it is important to separate your emotions with your upcoming children and kids, your loved ones. I think as much as we go through difficulties in life, it is our responsibility to make sure that they get the best possible. And I think every parent that respects themselves wants to see their children do much better than they did. And I cannot begin to tell you once more that there isn't a much better way to actually be the best person that you can possibly be if you had an opportunity to profit from both your dad and your mom. So happy Mother's Day again. Have a beautiful day. And if you like this type of content, please let me know if this is something that you're into. We're going to try as much as we can as possible to share with each other as much as possible. Have a beautiful day. Keep it bright. God bless.